Tom Watson said it best. It would have been a hell of a story. Instead, on Sunday, on the final day of the British Open, Watson missed an 8-foot putt on the 18th hole. His bogey combined with a birdie from Stewart Cink forced a playoff. And that's as close as 59-year-old Watson would get to become the oldest winner of a major championship. If you're over the age of 40, you understand what all of this means. It is proof that the world does not always revolve around that 20-something crowd. Sometimes the old guys are not so old. And over the last 15 years, we have witnessed plenty of examples. In 1994, at the age of 46, George Foreman became the oldest heavyweight champion of the world. In 1999, at the age of 38, John Elway won his second straight Super Bowl. Elway not only scored a touchdown in that game, but he was also named MVP. In 2002, at the age of 41, Igor Larionov won his first Stanley Cup. And in 2008, at the age of 46, Chris Chelios won his last Stanley Cup. In each and in every case, those victories were victories for baby boomers everywhere. Do the math here, kids. If Tom Watson can win the British Open at the age of 59, then it is possible for you and me to break 90? Not 80. 90 at UBC. I'll take 90. More importantly, if Tom Watson can win the British Open at the age of 59, then really anything is possible. Every year at the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas, Doyle Brunson shows up with his game face on. At 76, Brunson demands and receives the respect of every player in the game. Next year, he'll be back. He'll be back for the same reason that Tom Watson will be back at the British Open, because he still believes he can win it. And after what we saw this weekend at Turnberry, Scotland, it's easy to believe he can.
Boy, you had me there right up until you brought up the poker player.
Oh, no, Doyle Brunson's a legend. Oh, come on. You got to give him major credit.
What's the hardest thing he has to do? Shuffle?
Oh, have you ever seen what a poker tournament lasts?
It's not sports. There's the problem.
The World Series, well, is it on the sports channel? I'm just telling you, 76, Doyle Brunson plays with the best poker players in the world. Ever seen what they go through to win the World Series of Poker? It's day after day after day, and it's tough. And the stress level, the intelligence, no.
I put in more effort folding laundry.
You know,
you're comparing Doyle Brunson to what
Tom
Watson did?
At 76, for Doyle Brunson to be doing what he's doing, Don, go and play in
What does that say about poker?
What it tells you...
that a 76-year-old guy can still hang in there.
You're missing this. If you've ever been anywhere around a real poker tournament like the World Series of Poker, it is one of the most demanding things you can ever imagine. The mental stress on you on that kind of a tournament, and what Doyle Brunson has done in his career is nothing short of absolutely amazing. Brunson is to poker what Tom Watson right now is to golf.
Oh, come on.
And Don, you can't even talk about it. If you've ever been in a real poker tournament, Don, you'd know how ridiculous what you're saying is.
I've never been in a poker tournament.
Well, then you know what? Then you're not speaking. No. Then you're not speaking.
So you're comparing. You're
comparing
golf to poker.
No, what I'm saying to you is what Doyle Brunson's doing at 76 is amazing. It's unbelievable what he's doing, knowing how tough it is to win a poker tournament. It is. Don, you just don't know what you're talking about. You've never been there. You don't know what you're talking about.
So you've been in a major poker tournament.
No, but you know what? I've been around.
You haven't.
I have been in poker tournaments. I have
so
gone.
Is everybody in the world.
I have been into them.
I played
deep
fish
enough,
the other day with the kids.
Don, I have been into them long enough and deep enough to know that to do this day in and day out,
not a chance, buddy.
is one of the toughest things. No.
It's just turning into a comedy show.
It's ridiculous, Don.
I played fish with the kids.
Don, I'll tell you what you do.
Today.
Tell you what you do, Don. Go down to Vegas and get into a poker tournament.
You're saying,
and hang in there. Let me finish.
Let me finish, Dave. Where's the physical element in poker? Where's the physical? Where is it?
The physical element of poker is connected to being there day in, day out, and slugging it out.
On your ass?
Sitting on your ass, being mentally alert.
Where's the physical element, Dave?
The physical element, the demand in a poker tournament, in a major poker tournament, is overwhelming. To be able to hammer that out.
What are you doing physically?
What you're doing is you're sucking it up between 18
Give
out,
me the
12,
physical element.
Here it is. If you'd listen, I'll tell you. Between 12 to 18 hours, you're sitting there, slugging it out.
You just said sitting.
Slugging it out.
You've just made my
sitting
point.
There, slugging it out, between 12 to 18 hours a day, day after day, to win the toughest prize in sports. And you can do this at 76. Doyle Brunson is an absolute legend. And
Dave, you're the first person in the world to use the...
Don,
Dave,
you're
let me
speaking
finish
from a
here.
position
Dave,
of complete
Dave,
ignorance. Complete ignorance,
I know
Don.
what I see, Dave.
You haven't done it. You haven't done it, but you know.
Can I finish, buddy?
Christ.
So you've been at the British Open, have you? Yeah. Dave Pratt, the first guy to use the word sitting and slugging it out in the same sentence. Now he's left the studio. Let's take a break.
You're listening to Pratt and Taylor on Vancouver's flagship sports station, Team 1040. Presented in part by Taco Del Mar.